So we are talking about Lionel Buster Crabb, the chain-smoking alcoholic MI6 spy diver who vanished one day while attempting to scuba dive near a Soviet warship while at a British port in 1956.
I feel like this episode was hand-selected for the fact that I'm here and Nate's not.
You are correct.
And like, it's probably the period between like 1920 and 1950. Chain smoking has like a very different definition considering everyone was smoking like 2 packs of unfiltered cigarettes a day.
His drinking and smoking was noteworthy in the 20s.
Yeah, so he got turbo lung cancer.
Well, about that. First, we have to dive into some context.
Now to crack open the crab of context to get to that succulent context meat.
That's right. Lionel Kenneth Philippe Crabb was born in 1909 to very, very poor parents in South London. It's 1909. It's South London. I just think, I mean, it's real grim. I'm just picturing Peaky Blinders filter over everything where it's kind of gray and there's random fires in the background.
Yeah, South London wasn't great because the Jamaicans hadn't arrived yet. It's like you can't get a beef patty anywhere. They're just eating like cardboard dust.
Oh, you think you're fancy with your cardboard dust diet?
I'm mixing turmeric in with my cardboard dust. You won't like it, but your kids will.
As you could tell from the date, shortly after his birth, his father found himself in uniform and sent off to the mainland to fight in the Western Front of World War I, where he never returned. He wasn't raised by his mother either. He kind of just got ditched on his uncle, which I empathize with.
Sometimes you have a trustworthy unk in your family.
Yeah, unk can be good or bad or busted. It can be all three.
Your chunkle, your chopped uncle, or your child-minding uncle. You decide.
And his uncle didn't do a great job of raising him either because he kind of turned into what my parents would call a little shit.
A vagabond, a rogue, a rascal.
Accurate. Those are all very nice terms for a drunken asshole. Yeah.
I'm just imagining quite a lot of fingerless gloves going on right now.
Fingerless gloves, flat cap, smelling like piss.
Flattened top hat, a kind of tattered scarf.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's I think now I'm just picturing a fucking newsie and I hate you for it. They tried to get him right by sending him to Brighton College, but he never bothered to attend class. He constantly got in fights and he spent most of his time drinking with his buddies. He was either thrown out or dropped out. We're not entirely sure which, but we do know that he never finished school and Crabb himself absolutely did not care.
Hell yeah. Fuck school. Drop out. Be like me. You too can become a successful podcaster. Or you could become like Lionel Crabb.
We are the yin and yang of podcasting.
Yeah, you've a master's degree and I dropped out.
Master's degree, years in academia and public education. Same show.
Yep.
He eventually managed to get onto what was called the HMS Conway. This sounds like a ship, and it kind of was. It was a school ship run by the Royal Navy.
No, I don't like the idea of a school ship during the Edwardian period.
It's not good.
Like, kids are being, like, rammed to feel like their heads are being pushed into the metal to, like, plug holes in the bulkhead.
Yeah, it's the kid clot.
Yeah, that's why when they got loads of Irish kids show up, there's like, this is great, we can plug all the big holes now.
School ships are hardly a new thing. Me and you have talked about them before, actually. But by the time Crabb gets on the Conway, it's not a platform for training new officers for the Royal Navy, but it seems like more of a trade school in a way. You know, people get their foot in the door to learn how to work on ships, but also it does seem like it was more geared toward people like Crabb. You know, we call them today, if you're in government, at-risk youths or whatever. In short, the school is fucking brutal. Discipline is rigid and violent, which he's fine with because he himself is quite violent and spends most of his time drinking. Crabb does finally graduate, but he does not enter the enriching career field of a horrible life aboard a boat in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he crawls into a bottle, becomes a drifter, and just kind of vanishes for a while. He resurfaced in 1939 at the age of 28, at which point he tries to join the Royal Navy. However, Crabb is an absolute mess. He drank and smoked so much that it was considered a medical condition by the Royal Navy in 1939.
Yeah, like, people are drinking bathtub gin. Like, this is not... Like, to be considered an alcoholic at this time and, like, your smoking is to the level where it's detrimental to your health that they won't let you in the Navy?
Right. It's like the last sanctuary for alcoholics is the Navy historically.
Like that's like being considered like either too flamingly homosexual to be an officer in the Navy.
And to be fair, they were willing to overlook this part.
Like the British Royal Navy at this point would have commissioned RuPaul. Like RuPaul could have been like, you know, pulling up to like the fucking North Sea above Germany or whatever the fuck it's called and being like, sashay away. Like they would have let anyone in the Navy at this point.
They were willing to overlook the fact that he was pickled, but he had a health concern they were not willing to look over. And that is due to all of his fighting, he had been punched in the head really hard and had gone half blind in his left eye.
He just like me for real. Like you mentioned that we've talked about school ships on this show before, and I'm like, I don't remember that. There is a reason for that. Years of alcohol abuse and being punched in the head and kicked in the head in my 20s has made me God's perfect podcaster because I never remember anything.
I offer you an alternative. What if instead of getting punched and kicked in the head, you simply had your brain rattled by large explosions?
In a way, that kind of would make you the perfect spy, because if you get captured and get interrogated, you literally don't remember anything.
And the only thing he remembers is how he likes his drink, which is just a lot.
Yeah.
So because of this partial vision loss, the Navy considered him unfit for service. He was also too old to join the Naval Reserve. So he joined the one service that would have just about anybody with a pulse and most of their body parts, the British Merchant Marine.
Oh, yeah.
Most importantly, at the time, the Merchant Marine didn't even require a basic eye test for joining. They would just kind of look you up and down and say, well, you look mostly in one piece. Welcome to the service.
Do you have most of your limbs? Okay.
Now, which is a previous enlistee with a lengthy criminal record and a positive drug test, I can respect this. Because I think I've told this story on the show before, but when I went to the recruitment office to join the Army back in the year 2005, I had to take a drug test, which lit up like a Christmas tree. And the recruiters were like, welcome to the team.
I mean, listen, if anything that has been proven from, you know, the height of the British Empire all the way up to the war in Afghanistan is like having soldiers and sailors on heroin is actually really good.
I wasn't on heroin, but, you know, give me another 6 months. You know, I might Kasabian max that stuff.
Listen,
it runs in the family.
If anything, joining the army cut your potential short. It's like, you know, you could have gone pro.
Yeah, if anything, I was only an amateur Kasabian at best. Yeah, if the army wouldn't have had me, I definitely would have entered the draft, so to speak. From there, he still wanted the closest thing to being a naval seaman as possible, so he volunteered to learn the various weapon systems that the Merchant Marine carried on their ships. And then World War II started, and he joined the Royal Navy Patrol Service. Now, that sounds like it's the Royal Navy, and it was technically run by the Royal Navy, but it was mostly staffed by merchant mariners and just civilian fishermen in requisitioned fishing trawlers to conduct minesweeping of British coastal waters.
Yeah, you need to deploy the loser flotilla to sweep for mines.
The Loser Flotilla is the naval version of the Losers Club from It without the clowns.
Do you want to feel like you are part of the Astra Militarum? Join the fucking Loser Flotilla in World War II. Do you like minesweeping with your face?
Look, I probably only would have been usable for Loser Flotilla service myself. So, you know, if I was in the Navy, which I wasn't, but the loser flotilla, honorable service for your local losers. You got to use them somehow. You got to get them off the fishing boats.